Good morning, YouTube. Today we're going to run you through how to prepare for a long run. Just to cut in here, again, we're doing another hacks giveaway. All you have to comment is 200K subs 2023. But with that being said, let's get back to the video. A long run in the morning, there's a lot of decisions to make. What shoes do I wear? What do I eat? Do I eat an hour before, 2 hours before? How do I stretch? How do I warm up? So we're gonna run you through this today to help you prepare for this long run on your running journey. I don't know where you are, if you're a pro, if this is your first 1K.
32 minutes.
But I know this has helped me, and this should help you for your long runs. So let's get right into the video. Before we drink coffee, we need to hydrate ourselves, especially after sleeping for so long. I slept for 7.5, 8 hours. But I always like to have at least 2 cups of these before I start my day with coffee, just to start off the day right and not to create any bad habits for dehydrating my body, because I do run. We need to hydrate ourselves in the morning, even if we're not running. Just every morning, get in the habit of drinking at least a liter of water right when you wake up. It's hard to get down some mornings, but I know I'll feel better after. So let's drink this and then make the coffee. I put collagen protein in my coffees. It helps me with the protein for the day, and it helps my hair, skin, nails, and joints. And it is 20 grams of grass-fed protein per serving. I noticed that collagen protein in myself from BPN doesn't make me go to the washroom 5 minutes after I eat it, because I mean whey protein usually does that for me. But now when I mix it in my coffee, it's thick too. Like, it makes it thick. It's almost like you're putting some thick texture into it. What I've been doing lately is I put an espresso shot, or I put 2 espresso shots, and then I kind of make it an Americano. This is just boiling water. And then I put a scoop of collagen protein. And then I add a touch of milk. I usually use oat milk, but I don't have oat milk today, so. And that is my coffee to start off the morning routine. So we've had water, we've had coffee, but we need fuel, we need carbs, we need something to fuel us for the run. I think this is the most common question I get about what I should eat before a run, especially in the morning, because a lot of people don't like training on a full stomach. But definitely for longer runs, we need that, because our body needs stores and energy to fuel and to train properly to get through a run. I used to hate eating in the morning. I didn't eat before runs. I didn't eat before workouts in the morning, but now I'm getting to the point where I need the fuel, and we need the fuel. We do when we're running for 20K, when we're running for 10K, 5K. Our body's burning hundreds to thousands of calories. So when we're having like 400, 500 calories in the morning, it helps, but we just need to get calories in before. So what am I going to be eating? 1 English muffin, 1 banana with honey on the English muffin. Some days are different. You might like something different than I do. I think this is just testing out what you like. I used to eat a lot of oats, like overnight oats. Some mornings I do that. I don't do the same thing every morning, because I don't feel like the same thing every morning. And some mornings I like more, some mornings I like less. And I think it's just important to listen to our bodies. for what it needs. If it needs 4 of these, eat 4 of these. If it needs 4 bananas, eat 4 bananas. But to restrict your body, especially when doing a lot of high intensity endurance training, I think you're just doing more harm than benefits. So you need to be eating enough. You need to be, especially if you want to keep your size, keep your muscle, keep improving, and to prepare yourself not for this workout, but for your recovery, for the next workout. Because every calorie you eat, it's preparing you for this workout, the next workout, the next workout. Because if we don't eat enough before this run coming up, we're going to be trying to catch up on calories for the next workout and the recovery, and then your muscles will be sore because it doesn't have anything to fuel with, and your muscles are more sore because there's no glycogen stores and there's no carbohydrates to fuel yourself. So this is why it is very important to eat before a run. So next, we're gonna go over shoes. So we have 2 pairs of shoes here, and I have a 3rd pair, but I don't have it with me, and it's the Brooks Hyperon Elite. These are the Brooks Hyperon Max, and these are the Brooks Hyperon Tempo. These are all 3 good relevant shoes to choose from, but we are on a long run today. So which ones are we gonna choose and why? First off, these Hyperon Tempos, I would more so run on these for a track workout or speed workout. I wouldn't run on these for a long workout. And these are not carbon in the sole, so when I bend it, I can bend it. But when there's a carbon shoe, these are Nike Vaporfly. I don't wear these anymore, but these are carbon, so you can barely bend them, and that's what I'm wearing, and that's what the Hyperon Elite are. They have carbon, so you can't bend them. They actually have the hardest sole that I've found comparing shoes. But these are the Hyperon Max. So I wouldn't be wearing the Hyperon Elite because they're carbon, and I like to save carbon for race day and race week. Because there's no point of wearing carbon on a long run. Like, it'll make you faster, but I need cushion. I don't need speed because I just need some solid cushion to get me through them, and this is what I've been wearing. I have 2 pairs of these. Brooks has sent me about 6 pairs of shoes so far, so shout out to you, Brooks. But these are the ones I'm going to be wearing today just because they have cushion. They are very stable shoe. They fit my foot very well. They're very comfy, and you need to find a pair of shoes that's good for you, because a lot of my buddies, and myself included, we were wearing like Nike Metcons for running. And they were like CrossFit shoes, lifting shoes. They were not good at all. So I would highly recommend Hyperon Max for longer runs. These are a good mix for everyday runs and track workouts too, because they are a lot of good cushioning. I really like them. I have 2 pairs of these, and they're extremely light, like super light. They're like featherweight. And yeah, they're just a good all-around running shoe, and I'm gonna be wearing these today because I need cushioning for longer runs, and you should be looking for shoes that cushion yourself for longer runs, and not wearing the same shoes for track workouts or speed workouts. It's hard to justify spending the money on shoes. I totally get it, but it will make your running experience wildly different. It will make your running experience fun. It won't be as painful. When I started running, I wore like really old Nike Metcons. They were flat. I had crazy shin splints. There was no support. They were meant for CrossFit Metcons. So why would I be running in them? But yeah, this is what I'd recommend for long runs. This is what I'd recommend for long runs. Get yourself a pair of Hyperon Maxes to really crush your long workouts, and just have a good run. And next we're gonna get into our activation and our warm up for our body. So more so our lower body and just our full body, because we're running. It's very stressful on our body, so we need to get our muscles warm. It's called a warm-up because we need to be moving and getting our bodies warm. I'm just gonna do it right here. But first, I like to start with a golf ball under my feet, and then you just roll it around and put a lot of pressure on points that hurt. This really helps with loosening your muscles here. That connects to your ankles, that connects to your calves. I notice I get this a ton when I don't. I notice I get a lot of pain under my foot when I don't do this. Roll this out about a minute a foot and just put pressure on it where it hurts. I like to do a minute on each leg of my quads just to loosen it up. And then after I do my quads, I do my calves. So a minute on my quads, a minute on my calves, and then I get into a mobile warm-up because I want to be moving. I want to get my blood moving in my legs rather than doing stagnant stretches, because when we run, we are running. We need to work on warming our muscles up, getting them warm for running. So now that we've had our water, we've had our coffee, we've got the proper shoes, we have the proper activation warm-up. Now we're ready to go. And one thing before, always remember your watch. Make sure to grab a Hacks hat. These hats are very good. They are very consistent. I've never had a consistent hat like this where it always fits on my head the same way. It is very clean. You can wash it very quick. When you sweat, it starts dripping off the brim, and it's very airy. It's very airy. So look at it, it has holes in it. It's not heavy at all. In the summer, it's gonna be crazy good. And the strap at the back, it's very high quality. It's like one of those straps, and then it just clips, and then clips back. So yeah, this is my running routine. So try it out, and we're ready for our long run with the Hacks team. That took about 20 minutes to do everything. So I don't think that's a good excuse to not do it. So you need to be doing this before every run, just to get your body prepared, to get yourself prepared for running. Because I don't want you to get an injury. The last thing I'd want you to do is get an injury. And I think all these things combined, if you do this before every single run, it really prepares you to have a good run and to jump into the running workout. Obviously, the running workouts are different every single day. The amount you eat, if you want to eat before a workout, the types of foods you're eating, the types of warm-up you're doing, but just keep it consistent. Do this every single time before a run, and then just get in the habit of it. I used to suck at warming up, like doing the warm-up activation, but I realized I don't want to get injured. And then one of the Hacks athletes got injured, and then that just set something in my mind that we need to warm up. We need to. Like, our bodies are really, our bodies need that warm up. If we just go out and run 30K, that's doing a lot of harm to our body. Maybe it's doing a lot of good things to our aerobic system and our cardiovascular system, but for our muscles and our actual muscles being warmed up, we need to warm up our muscles. We need to do those things for our body to get oil in the system. This is what I posted on my story the other day on my Instagram. If you had one vehicle to live with, would you properly maintain it? Would you fill up the oil when it need to be filled up? Would you fill up the gas with premium gas? I would. I know I would. I hope you would too. And for running and working out, I treat my body like this, and I hope you do too, because this is our only body to work with. I'm 21 right now. When I'm 29, I want my body to be good. I want it still to be running good. When I'm 59, I still want it to be running good, because if you're watching this, you most likely are athletic. You most likely do a lot of working out or athletics. That's what this channel is obviously based on. So just to keep our bodies oiled up, tuned up for running, for working out, for lifting, it's very important. But yeah, with that being said, we're ready for a run, so let's go run with the hack squad for the first run ever. It's super cool to see. Super cool to see. One of my visions in mind for hacks was to have group workouts, and today it's actually coming to reality. And I'm just excited. I'm excited. I'm very grateful that you're here, because I know hacks is going to be huge. I know it. It's not crazy to me. It's not crazy to me that we have 60 athletes. It's not crazy when we get 500 athletes or 100 athletes. But it all starts with building the blocks today, getting this run done, getting this content done, and just building brick by brick by brick by brick every single day and getting in the habit of it. So yeah, let's get into the run. So the run is complete. We just finished. I did 17K. I was planning on doing 20, but my legs were hurting, and I have to go to a Jets game because it's the playoffs right now. And yeah, I have to go home, shower, change, but whatever. The run was good. We were doing like a 7-minute per kilometer pace, like very slow, just pacing ourselves because we had 5 people come out. And then this Saturday we did like a virtual run. So post your stories, tag Hacks Club. When you're running after the run, tag Hacks Club. Because we're gonna do more giveaways, and we just want to give back to the community and offer stuff like hats, money, giveaways to people that are more interactive with the community. So if you're doing running, if you're doing workouts, tag Hacks, put it on your Instagram story. We'll repost it and we'll share your content. But yeah, with that being said, make sure to comment 200K subs in 2023. The winner from last week is on the screen. He lives in Sweden, so that'll be the first Hacks hat in Sweden. But yeah, make sure to subscribe, make sure to like. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.